Good morning and namaskar. Sir, may I have the permission to open the function?
Yes, please.
Thank you, sir. The function is declared open. Today, Orissa judiciary proved itself to be a pioneer in several fields of functioning. Right from its basic objective, that is dispensation of justice, to legal aid and infrastructure at the very grassroots level in taluk courts and gram nyayalayas, it has been a continuous effort of its leader to do the best, bring the best, and prove to be the best. In this respect, the Chief Justice, with the active cooperation and support of the honorable judges, has been working relentlessly. The token of one such effort is the function for which we have gathered here today, that is for inauguration of 8 courts of additional district and session judges come special courts under the POCSO Act at Balasore, Bhadrak, Dhenkanal, Jajpur, Jagatsinghpur, Kendrapara, Keonjhar, and Koraput at Jeypore. Championing the cause of safety and security of women and girl child, the legislature provided stringent punishment, including death penalty, for the perpetrators of sexual offenses and prolonged trials of the accused necessitated dedicated court machinery to provide immediate relief to the victims. For the robust implementation of the above scheme and speedy trial of cases under the POCSO Act, these special courts are being established. I can proudly declare that under the able guidance and effort of the Chief Justice and the government, within a span of almost 1.5 years, we have established 21 fast-track POCSO courts and 23 regular special courts, including the present 8 courts to be inaugurated today across the state. So it's not only historic, but a joyous event for all of us in the judicial fraternity of the state to be part of this momentous occasion and to be a part of institution that aims at resolving such grave issues at the earliest. With this, I take the opportunity and privilege to welcome Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to this august function. I also feel proud to welcome Honorable Justice Jaswant Singh, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Dhenkanal, Honorable Justice S. Talapatra, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Jagatsinghpur, Honorable Justice S. Pujahari, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Bhadrak, Honorable Justice B. Rath, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Balasore, Honorable Justice B. P. Rautre, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Keonjhar, Honorable Justice S. K. Panigrahi, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Koraput, Honorable Justice R. K. Patnaik, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Jajpur, Honorable Justice Sasikanta Mishra, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Kendrapara. It's my immense pleasure to welcome all other honorable judges present here with us and through virtual mode for having graced the occasion. I also welcome the esteemed district judges of the 8 districts, its judicial officers. My special welcome to the presiding judges of all the 8 POCSO courts, officers, staff, president, and office bearers of the Bar Association of all the 8 district magistrates and superintendent of police of the 8 districts, and all other involved in organizing the function in the said districts. I also welcome my esteemed colleagues in the registry, the CPC and his team. I welcome you all once again to this inaugural function. May I now have the honor to request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to inaugurate the 8 courts of additional district and session judge come special courts under the POCSO Act and request the honorable judges present here to join his lordship. My lord. Thank you, my lords. May I now request Satyaprakash Rai Chaudhary, CPC to display the video clipping of some of the inaugurated courts. Thank you, Sri Rai Chaudhary. Then our request, Madam Dr. Bhagyalakshmi Rath, the Registrar Administration, to read out the notifications. Madam.
Thank you, sir. Namaskar. I am reading out the notification of Law Department in establishing the courts of additional district judge. Government of Orissa, Law Department notification number 9816 on 20th September 2019 in exercise of the powers conferred by Section 3 and subsection 1 of Section 9, read with Section 10 of the Odisha Civil Courts Act 1984, that is the Odisha Act 18 of 1984, the state government in consultation with the High Court of Orissa do hereby establish the courts of additional district judge as mentioned in column 2 of the schedule given below, in addition to the existing number of such courts in the districts as mentioned in column 3, and fix the place of sitting as mentioned in column 4 of the said schedule within the local limits of jurisdiction as specified against each in column 5 thereof. Schedule. Serial number 2, Additional District Judge Balasore, place of sitting Balasore, jurisdiction Revenue District of Balasore. Serial number 4, Additional District Judge Bhadrak, place of sitting Bhadrak, jurisdiction Revenue District of Bhadrak. Serial number 7, Additional District Judge Dhenkanal, place of sitting Dhenkanal, jurisdiction Revenue District of Dhenkanal. Serial number 9, Additional District Judge Jagatsinghpur, place of sitting Jagatsinghpur, jurisdiction Revenue District of Jagatsinghpur. Serial number 10, Additional District Judge Jajpur, place of sitting Jajpur, jurisdiction Revenue District of Jajpur. Serial number 13, Additional District Judge Kendrapara, place of sitting Kendrapara, jurisdiction Revenue District of Kendrapara. Serial number 14, Additional District Judge Keonjhar, place of sitting Keonjhar, jurisdiction Revenue District of Keonjhar. And serial number 16, Additional District Judge Koraput, place of sitting Jeypore, jurisdiction Revenue District of Koraput. By the order of the Governor, signed Principal Secretary to Government. Now I am reading out the notification of the Home Department in designating these courts to deal with cases under POCSO Act 2012. Government of Orissa, Home Department notification number 42321 on 24th September 2019 in exercise of powers conferred by subsection 1 of section 28 of the Protection of Children from Sexual Offences Act 2012, that is 32 of 2012, the state government in consultation with the Chief Justice of High Court of Orissa designate the following courts of the session in the schedule given below to be special court to try the offences under the said act, which have been established by notification number 9816 dated 20th September 2019 of the Government of Orissa in Law Department, published in the extraordinary issue of the Orissa Gazette bearing number 1807 dated 21/9/2019. Schedule. Serial number 2. Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Balasore, place of sitting Balasore, jurisdiction Revenue District of Balasore. Serial number 4. Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Bhadrak, place of sitting Bhadrak, jurisdiction Revenue District of Bhadrak. Serial number 7, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Dhenkanal, place of sitting Dhenkanal, jurisdiction Revenue District of Dhenkanal. Serial number 9, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Jagatsinghpur, place of sitting Jagatsinghpur, jurisdiction Revenue District of Jagatsinghpur. Serial number 10, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Jajpur, place of sitting Jajpur, jurisdiction Revenue District of Jajpur. Serial number 13, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Kendrapara, place of sitting Kendrapara, jurisdiction Revenue District of Kendrapara. Serial number 14, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Keonjhar, place of sitting Keonjhar, jurisdiction Revenue District of Keonjhar. And serial number 16, Additional District and Session Judge cum Special Court under POCSO Act, Jeypore, in District Koraput, place of sitting Jeypore, jurisdiction Revenue District of Koraput. By the order of the Governor, signed Principal Secretary to Government. Thank you. Namaskar.
Thank you, Madam. May I now request all the presiding judges of the POCSO court to adorn their respective chairs. May I now request Honorable Justice B. Rath, Judge High Court of Orissa and Administrative Judge for the District of Balasore, to address the gathering. My Lord.
Honorable Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar, my brother judges present in the function, the brother and sister judges of the High Court of Orissa on VC mode, the registry, the district judges of and their officers of all the districts involved, the advocate bar associations, advocates also involved and attending the functions, the other office bearers also attending the function. A great good morning and pranam to all. This is a great day, a function getting 8 POCSO courts inaugurated in one movement. It's a great achievement indeed. It's possible for the untiring effort of the Honorable Chief Justice. Therefore, I must congratulate the Honorable Chief Justice for bringing such a large number of courts to function on one day. And inauguration is also possible for the VC mode available now. Also, inaugurating all courts on one day. Now, I must congratulate the bar associations also in achieving their goal. Previously, it used to be a attached court. The POCSO courts POCSO cases were being undertaken by the attached court or additional power with the judges functioning in other assignments also. With the inauguration of the dedicated courts, I hope the expectation of the litigants will definitely be more, and with the endeavor of the officers, presiding officer, the bar members, and the litigants also, and the prosecution, I hope the expectation of the litigants for speedy disposal in the POCSO litigation cases will be achieved. Now I'll conclude my speech saying, opening of the court is not the end of the game. Now the courts have come into existence. The expectations will be enormous. Therefore, I hope with the participation and the effective officiating of the courts, I hope the dream in achieving such goal will be achieved. Thanking you all. Jai Jagannath.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your kind words. May I now request Honorable Justice S. Talapatra, Judge High Court of Orissa, and the Administrative Judge for the District of Jagatsinghpur to address the gathering. My lord.
This is indeed a momentous event in the annals of the judiciary in the state of Orissa. And the opening of the 8 POCSO courts in a day is a big stride towards achieving the object of the project of the POCSO Act. And I congratulate Chief Justice S. Muralidhar. He has taken an enormous effort to make this necessity addressed. And my brothers and sisters, judges who are here or in other locations on virtual platform, counsels and lawyers, the judges of the entire judiciary for participating in this program. This, as Brother Roth has stated, I will just reiterate it because it is very important. Physical establishment of a court is only the crossing the threshold. Court actually come to its life by way of robust function. And as a judge, you all know that. So we look forward. This journey starts from here. Just a few things that has traveled through my mind this morning, and I just like to share with you. When recording the statement of the victim, please follow the reductionist approach as minimal as the statement can be recorded. This is very important for achieving the justice, for just to salvage the victim from the further embarrassing situation in the courtrooms. As you all know, the section 29 and 30 gives the enormous opportunity to follow that approach because the burden shifts on the person who is accused. The culpability and intention under section 30 is also on the accused. So therefore, the statement of the victim, if it is reductionist, as minimal as possible, only the crux of what happened to her or to him. So that will be enough. And I think that you should apply also the provisions of section 294 of the CRPC, where states that at any stage you can just admit the documents on the basis of the admission. Usually you find that the age is a concern for the defense. So if the documents of worth is available on the record, please do that so that unnecessary time is not wasted and we can follow the timeliness of the proceeding. I hope that I'm addressing a very competent judges and they know all these things, but it is just a casual reminder that we please make this justice happen to the victims, as well as I believe justice is not one-sided to the accused also. Thank you all.
Thank you, my lord. Thank you for your kind words and suggestions. I now request Dr. Justice S. Muralidhar, the Chief Justice High Court of Orissa, to give the inaugural address. My lord.
Pranab, a very warm good morning to everyone. My dear colleagues, present here and those present online, the learned district judges of these 8 districts where these POCSO courts are being opened today, the collectors, the superintendents of police, the presidents of the Bar Association, the secretaries, other office bearers of the various district bar associations, the lawyers present at each of the locations, the officers and staff here both of the High Court as well as the subordinate district courts. This is indeed a momentous occasion in the history of Odisha judiciary, where we keep adding to the number of courts we've opened in the recent past. The opening of a court is a long-drawn process where a demand is perceived, which is fructified into a formal communication, a processing of that demand, the state government agreeing for the opening of the court, finding officers to appoint to these various courts. All of this has to come together. And so what you see today is a culmination of that long process. And as was mentioned by my esteemed colleagues, this is not possible by the effort of any 1 or 2 persons or just of the High Court. It has to involve several persons, and all with the same single-minded purpose of ensuring better access to justice to the people of Odisha. The focus of the POCSO Act is definitely the victim of the crime. But as Justice Talapatra was mentioning, it is also to do justice to the persons suspected of having committed the crime. Both of them need a closure at the earliest. Both of them need to know where they respectively stand. And the society needs to be assured that crimes of a grave nature are tried quickly to save lives. The incident itself can be traumatic if it is true. And the sooner they have a correction made and put on the path of reformation, the better for the entire society. We know that under the POCSO Act, there have been a large number of acquittals. This is there for everyone to see. Now we have the National Judicial Data Grid. And as judges on the administrative side, we have been constantly getting figures from the subordinate courts. The rate of acquittals under the POCSO Act can be as high as 90%. And this is a troubling phenomenon, consequences, not for just themselves, but for their families. So the courts are brought in to handle this with great sensitivity. So I am just joining Justice Talapatra in requesting the 8 judges who are now presiding over these 8 POCSO courts that there is an additional responsibility on them to approach the entire issue with a great deal of sensitivity. The victim is certainly the focus of attention, but also so is the accused. I would urge each of the courts, each of the presiding judges, to as far as possible ensure the dignity of the proceedings. You're all aware that we have vulnerable witness deposition centers in every district now, particularly in the 8 courts that we've inaugurated. Those very court complexes have the VWDCs. We also have virtual courtrooms. The very purpose of these specialized courtrooms is to ensure complete dignity to the victim. And I would again join my colleague, Justice Talapatra, in just reminding ourselves that the victim is very often made to relive the trauma by having to narrate the ordeal faced time and over again. This is the purpose for having these vulnerable witness deposition centers, so that there is a certain degree of insulation of the victim from the accused, and the accused is not subjecting the victim to a greater deal of harassment through court proceedings. We also have and need the active involvement of the legal services authorities to ensure compensation to victims of rape, of sexual offenses, and for proper representation in court. So this will involve, therefore, the presiding judge to display a greater deal of sensitivity while handling these cases. I must say that an earlier approach that we had in this country, in the judiciary generally, when we were unmindful of judicial impact assessment, was that when there was a special enactment to treat an offense as a special offense, and we prescribed through the legislature creation of special courts, the tendency was to add one more label to the judge who's otherwise handling cases, that he's also a special judge, let's say for Prevention of Corruption Act cases or food adulteration cases. Now, POCSO makes a departure. It ensures that the POCSO judge deals with exclusively POCSO cases and cases assigned to that court. The purpose was to ensure speedy justice, efficient justice, less traumatic justice, and a certainty of justice. These purposes cannot be achieved, and this brings me to a very important aspect. This object cannot be achieved without the active cooperation of the bar. I find Dhenkanal has an exclusive POCSO bar association, as we can see on the screen before us. I think there's a greater awareness amongst lawyers of the need to have a special focus on these cases. It is a training for the bar as well when they begin to use the vulnerable witness deposition centers, the virtual courtrooms. It's a learning for the bar as well. And it's a learning for the judges who come across these cases and deal with them on a day-to-day basis. How do you schedule the depositions, the examination of witnesses? How do you ensure insulation by separate entrances being provided to the victims so that they do not come face to face with the accused? So for lawyers also, it is a learning process. I'm sure the lawyers in Orissa, particularly in the district courts, will seize these opportunities to improve the quality of justice. They should participate fully in all the trials. This is my earnest request, that there is a tendency for lawyers to stay away from the actual conduct of trials. They must be aware, as are all of the judges, that largely these cases involve under trial prisoners because bail is not easy to be obtained, and for valid reasons. So the quicker the trial is taken to its conclusion, the better. Better for all. Better for the victim, better for the accused, better for the justice system. So I would earnestly request the lawyers to extend their full cooperation and to give priority to these kind of cases. The legislature has given them priority. The judiciary is giving them priority. Today, the opening of these 8 courts means we see this as an area which deserves the highest attention, because the people of Orissa want this to deserve the highest attention. We are all working to ensure justice to the people. Their faith in the justice system must increase day after day, and how we conduct ourselves will determine that. I'm sure we will not be found wanting, whether it's the bar or the bench, and that we will join our hands to ensure justice to those brought within the criminal justice system, whether as complainants, witnesses, victims, or accused. This is one more important step we're taking today in that direction. Thank you all for a patient listening. I wish all the lawyers, all the judges in these POCSO courts all the very best in their endeavors. Thank you. Vande Utkala Janini and Jai Hind.
Thank you, my lord. I'm sure lordship's valuable suggestions would definitely percolate to every stakeholders, and they will be implementing it in right spirit. Thank you, my lord. May I now request Samyak Patra, Coordinator High Court Arbitration Center, to deliver the vote of thanks. Mr. Patra.
Namaskar. I feel happy and privileged to be proposing the vote of thanks on this remarkable event. We are hopeful that inauguration of 8 new courts of the additional district judge cum special court under POCSO Act in 8 districts will not only take the load off the courts dealing with such cases in addition to other cases, but also fast track the disposal of POCSO cases. So I take the opportunity to congratulate the people of Balasore, Bhadrak, Dhenkanal, Jagatsinghpur, Jajpur, Kendrapara, Keonjhar, and Koraput for inauguration of new courts in their districts. We are grateful to Honorable the Chief Justice Dr. S. Muralidhar, who has been working tirelessly to ensure that people of the state get proper and timely justice. It is because of such vision and endeavor of His Lordship that we now have the new POCSO courts in 8 districts. We express gratitude to Honorable Justice Vishwanath Rath, the Administrative Judge for the Justice of Balasore, Honorable Justice Subhasish Talpatra, the Administrative Judge for the Justice of Jagatsinghpur, for having spared their valuable time and spoken on the occasion. We express gratitude to Honorable Justice S. Talpatra, Honorable Justice B. R. Savangi, Honorable Justice B. Rath, Honorable Justice M. S. Sahu, Honorable Justice R. K. Patnaik, Honorable Justice Shashikant Mishra, Honorable Justice V. Narsingh, Honorable Justice M. S. Raman, and Honorable Justice S. K. Mishra for attending today's function. Their Lordship's kind presence has been an encouragement for us. We are also grateful to the Honorable Judges who joined us through virtual mode. We thank the respected district judges and the other judicial officers of Balasore, Bhadrak, Dhenkanal, Jagatsinghpur, Jajpur, Kendrapara, Keonjhar, and Koraput for attending this event through virtual mode. We also thank the presidents, secretaries, other office bearers, and members of the district bar associations of the 8 districts for attending this event. We thank the officers of the local administration of those districts for their support. We are thankful to the Central Project Coordinator and the technical team for their support in making today's function possible through virtual mode. We thank the court staff and all others who have contributed to today's function. We also thank the print and electronic media who never seem to be tired of carrying out our message to the public. May I now have the permission of Your Lordship to declare the function closed?
Yes, please.
The function is declared closed.